Okay, so I have shared the screen here. Can you all see the screen that I have shared? Okay, so today's class is basically about typography, how we can type text and modify them, make them look attractive, or make them stand out on your project. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn. And what you are looking at your screen right now is basically the end result. This is what we are going to get out of our like project right now. Okay, so I'll just open a file here, which is L9 start, and you will see it's all empty, and we have to change this to something like this. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. There are a lot of text missing, and there are a lot of different kinds of issues here that we are going to fix it. Okay, so let me close the original one and let's start with this. Okay, now here what we have two screens. Okay, page number 1 and page number 2. So I will go to the page number 1 over here and start putting the text here in page number 1. Okay, now in page number 1, as you can see, we have a lot of areas where we can put the text. Suppose here. Okay, so let's put some text, start putting the text on this area. Okay, now we can put the text in different ways. We have this text option here. Now, two different ways to putting the text is, or to applying the text is, one is the point text tool and other one is the area text tool. Now, the point text tool is how you can do that. You can just click the area where you want the text to like you want the text to be applied on. Like suppose over here, if I want to put a text here in this area, I just have to click one time here. As soon as I will click it, it will show me lorem ipsum. Now what does the lorem ipsum is? It's like a fake gibberish sort of text, so that at least you get something and you can see how the text looks like. Okay, so that's a kind of a like a fake generated text, but it's not a language, but it looks like it's a text itself. Here as well, you can see this is all generated from lorem ipsum, and notice that it looks like a real text. Okay, but however, it's basically not a language. Okay, so it's just like a fake generated text. The reason it is generated, okay, artificially using Adobe Sensei, which is a machine learning application. If I will type something to create a fake text, because when you're creating a prototype or if you're creating a design which is not ready yet, okay, so you don't type the whole real text over there. You just put some random text there just to show the look and feel about the text. So if I will type something like this, okay, randomly, so it does not look real. It just look like, you know, it kind of look like it is, you just randomly tapped over the keyboard and you just got something out of it like this. So instead of doing this, we have a random generated text, which is not a language at all, and it's a something like a gibberish, looks like a real text. Okay, if you will notice here. So that's why we have lorem ipsum whenever we click anywhere. That you can change. Once you click on it, you can double click on that lorem ipsum thing and you can type whatever you want. So here what I will do is that I will type serves colon space and then 6 hyphen 8. Okay, so now what is this? This is just like a text I have put it here. Now I'm still in my text option like tool. Okay, you can see that it is already pressed and I can continue writing. But if I'm done, what I need to do is that I have to press the selection tool. Okay, the shortcut is V, but right now if I will type V, it will type the V. So it will not work basically. So what I have to do is that I have to simply go into my my text tool here and click on it. So once I will click here, I will get the whole text. Okay. Next other thing is that suppose if I'm writing something here, to paste whatever I have typed, okay, like the YouTube link which I gave you, it's already copied. So if I will press Control and V, it will paste that link. Okay, Control Z to undo it. If you're using Mac, then you have to press Command instead of Control. Then I have Shift. Now if I will press Shift and click anywhere, it will start typing vertically like this. Okay, so if you all, I will type it, it will be like that. So if you press Shift, it's that. If I press Alt on my keyboard and like while typing, if I'll press Alt, so it will give me a space bar. Okay, because if I will press space bar, or like it will give me a hand icon, because this hand icon usually you get it when you are pressing space bar. But while I'm typing, if I press space bar, it will start giving spaces, which is not right. So that's why the alternative, when you're typing, you can press space, Alt, and then you can pan around. So these are different things. But to go back to go out of this mode, you just have to press the selection mode here. Now, this text I have created is by clicking one time on the screen. That means that it's a point tool. Now, what does a point tool actually do? The point tool becomes like a perfect one-piece text, and you can change the size of it. And if I will press a shift key and then change the size, it will be uniformly changed. Okay, and these are like these kind of things you can do with the help of the with the type with the point tool. Now, once my text is ready here, I can put in the middle somewhere. Okay, I will just eyeball it where I want it to be in the middle, something here. Now I want another text here. Okay, so what I can do here is that instead of typing again, I can make a copy of this one and move it. So while I'm moving, as my smart guides are on, so it is adjusting the text. You can see the pink lines. It's kind of helping me to put the text in the right position. Okay, so now it is perfectly aligned with it horizontally because that smart guide is helping me. So if I will go up, so I will be able to align it. So now it is perfectly aligned, and then I can change it by double clicking and then typing whatever else I wanted. Like suppose I want it to be a time, and then I want to write here 15 minutes. Okay, so that's how I can change that text. So this is one way of writing a text here. Okay, by point tool. Now, another way of writing a text is known as the area type tool. Now, point tool, as I told you, if you will take the text tool and click one time on the screen, you just type one block of text, okay, like a sentence or just like a heading or subheading, just like a small amount of text. But if you want to write a body text or something like a long paragraph, then point text is not basically recommended. You have to, if you are writing a paragraph, it should be area type tool. Now, how you work with the area type tool? Same text tool you will take, but instead of clicking one time on the screen, what you're going to do is that you have to click anywhere where you want the text to start and then drag. And when you're dragging, you will notice that a box is being creating, and this box is basically an area. Now, once you will do that, it will give you the whole lorem ipsum thing and the whole paragraph instead of one single word, just like you did here. It will give you a whole paragraph, okay, a fakely generated paragraph which you can change. Okay, now I can type here whatever I want. Like suppose I can type here, let's type here strawberry. Okay, and I'll press enter, then I will type here lemonade. Okay, and I can type here, maybe let's type here uh, with mint. Okay, now I have typed here so many other things, and once I will go back to my selection mode, in the area type tool you will see these kind of boxes, okay, which you don't see in the point tool. Now this is guide, okay, for what? For converting this into a point tool. If I double click over here, so what will happen? It will convert into a point tool. Now it is a point tool, okay, just like we have here. But I will undo it by pressing that. Down here, I have the size of my area type tool. Suppose if I will drag it, okay, so I can make it. If I double click on it, so what it will do is that whatever empty space I have here, of wastes of space I have here, so that will be gone, and it will keep my text area to the size where my text is, like suppose this one. So if I double click here, so you can see that that whole empty area is gone. Okay, so what I can do here is back, I can increase the size if I want to add more text underneath. But if I will decrease the size of it, you can see that that text is gone now because the size is increased. And there is this red box over here. This red box indicates, okay, that there is an overflow in the text, means like something is missing. Okay, so it indicates that that you have a text which is not there or something like that. But what I will do here is that I don't want this with mint. So here I will just remove that. I will go back to my area or my selection tool here, and I will double click on this guide. So it will become what? It will become a point tool. So this is how you can convert that by double clicking this. So now it is an area point tool. Okay. Or let's do one thing here. Instead of making it area point tool, let me undo that and keep it as it is, and double click this bottom part here, so it will just fix the line for me. Okay, so still it is a area point tool, area text tool, and I can keep on adding more information if I want, but I will keep it as it is. Now let's type make an area type or like area tool again, and this time I will type here fresh. Now this fresh, I don't want it to be area type, but if I will go to selection tool, already I made it area type. How I can convert it back to point tool? Simple, as I told you before, this handle, if you double click on it, it will become area type tool. And I want this to be here somewhere. I can put it here. Okay, just like that. And you will notice that it's too small for this part. So what I can do here is that I can simply go here and maximize the size of it with the shift key. I can do that. Okay, without shift key, if I will change the size, so you can see that it will start distorting, stretching, which is not good when you're doing any kind of resizing. Always keep it uniform, so you have to press shift key, then you can change the size the way you want it. Now it's fine. Okay, so it looks better here now. Okay, now suppose at this stage we will bring some more text, and that text I don't want to type. I already have the text. Somebody gave me the text, or maybe in your designing team somebody has given you the text. So what you can do is that you can bring an external text and you can copy paste that or import that inside your existing Illustrator file. To do that, simple, what you need to do is you have to go to page wherever you want the text. Suppose I want it to be here and somewhere down here. Okay, so I want the text here, and it's already in my computer, it's already in my folder. I can import and bring it here. Now how to import external text. You have to just go to File option, then you have to go to the Place option, and then it will take you to the folder where you are right now, and you have here text, okay, that you can bring. This is like the external text file, okay. So I will select this file. It can be Microsoft Word file, it can be a Notepad file, it can be a like a, like a normal Word file. So any kind of text file it can be. You just have to select that and press OK, place. When you press place, it will give you this option. Now here, I don't want to change anything. I will keep as it is. Okay. So I will just press OK, and then you will notice that my cursor is changed and it shows me it's showing me a text which is here. Now, if I click one time, it will create a point text and it will put that inside it. But point text is not good for this because it will be a very long, it's kind of very long text, and point text is good for short text like headings or subheadings. Okay, for example, if I click here, okay, so what it will do, it will create a point text which is not right for me right now. So what I will do, I will undo that. Okay, let me place it again, take this again. Okay, now I don't want it to be a point text tool. I want it to count, I want the illustrator to count it as a area text tool. So what I will do is that I will just go to the part where I want the text to start, like suppose here, click, then drag where I want this text to end, suppose here. So this is what I'm creating. I'm creating my area like a text tool or area type area for my text. So once I will release, it will put all the text over there. But can you notice there is this red box here? Now this red box is what it's indicating, that my text is not completely placed. There is some hidden text under or after this line. So how I can bring that text? Suppose I have another area here. Now I don't want the text under this. I want the continuation of the text over here. So there is a very simple way to do that inside Illustrator, okay, which is called threading. So it's a process called threading. So how you do the threading, basically, you just go back to your selection tool and choose this option here, this red box. When you click on this red box, so it will show you that like a different sort of icon on your screen. Now, what is this icon indicating? It's indicating that it's holding the text which was left over, okay, which is after this line. So now if I will go here, okay, somewhere here, and then what I will do here is that I will make a like a text box here, okay, and leave my mouse, and you can see that there is a line from here to here which is indicating it's a thread. It starts from here, it ends here, and then again it starts from here. Okay, now it is all procedural, it's all non-destructive. If I will go to this text and if I will reduce the size of this box, suppose just like this, so you can see that the size of this box is increasing. Okay, it's all interconnected. Okay, so if I will change the size of this, so the size of this will start changing. Okay, so that's sorry, what will happen if I will change the size of this? It will show me down the text is already left. Okay, so that means I have to make another one, but this one is enough. So there is no red box here. That means there is no text, you can say, overflow. Okay, so this is how you can easily make this. You can change the size, whatever you want to do later on. It's up to you. Okay, so this is what you can do with your text. You can do the text threading. Now we have a couple of text over here, and let's go to the first page here. Okay, and what if I don't want these kind of fonts over here because these are all boring fonts. They don't look that good. Okay, so I have to do some sort of a change over here, and that change is known as, in typography, it's known as text formatting. Means you are kind of changing the look and feel of the text to make it look more attractive. So if I will click over here to strawberry lemonade, okay, and then if I will go on my left right side here, I have all these options here. I have this more options also here. If I click on this more options, okay, I'll get the text font, uh, like all this what I have, and some extra options. Font family and font style, size of the font, then leading. Leading is what? Space between two lines, okay. Then I have here kerning. Kerning is what? Is the space between each letter. Tracking is the space between all the letters all at once. It will change. This will change if you want a specific space between, suppose, E and S. So I can go between E and S and change the space between that from here. Or if I want the space to be changed all at once between all the text, then I will use this option. I have here vertical scale. So what it will do is that it will change the size of my text, but vertically. This will change the size of my text horizontally. This is like base shift. What it will do is that, suppose if I want to write a mathematical formula or something like that, for that purpose, you can do this. You can make any text, like suppose H, I can here, for example, if I go here, okay, take the H here, and go back here to my more options, okay, and inside the more option, if I can do what, I can change the size of this little small, and then I can go to the baseline shift, increase this, so you can see that it's going up or it's going down. So just like if you want to write chemistry formula or mathematical formulas, you can use for that purpose. Okay, so let me undo this, whatever I have done. Okay, Control C. Okay, and a quick way to do this is also superscript and underscript, and that is also there. So let's see how we can do that. So let me go back here. Okay, change the baseline shift to normal, and then go back and let's see what was the size here. Okay, this is the actual size of the text. So I reduce this size, so I will put the same size here. Now it's fine. Now another way of doing that superscript, underscript sort of thing is that from here. Okay, if I will write here superscript, so it will go here. If I do underscript, it will go here. And if I will uncheck it, it will go normal. Okay, so these are different sort of things here. Let me take this, do all of this from here and apply some changes here. First of all, I need all of it to be capital. So I have this option which is all caps. It will turn it all capital, and this is small cap. So what it will do is that it will turn only the first letter. It will turn all of them capital. Okay. Suppose if, let me zoom in, and you will it will show you more changes over here. Okay. Now, if I will go over here, okay, so if I will take this one, all will be capital. Here, if I will do it, what it will do, it will keep the size same, okay, but change it like capital. Okay, so that's one way of doing this. If I will uncheck it, it will look like this. Suppose if I go back here, okay, and change S here, L here, only capital, And now if I will go, okay, so what it will do, it will make this one all capital, but if I will go to this one, what it will do, it will turn all the small one capitals, but keep the same size. So for this kind of effect, you can use this, okay? But I don't want this one, I want it to have a complete capital part. Other than that, what I can do is that I can change the font, uh, like uh, like basically font family. Right now I am in the Mediate Pro. I don't want it to be a Mediate Pro, and I want a different font. So let me check. There is a font called Montserrat. So I will choose the Montserrat. I will type here MON. As soon as I will type MON, you will notice that there is a lot of fonts appearing here, which belongs to Montserrat family. The one where I'm looking for right now is called Montserrat Medium. So I will choose Montserrat Medium, and it will be changed. Okay. So this is how you can change the font. Now another way to change the font is if I will take my selection tool, okay, and then if I go down here, and I have these two, and both of them I want to change because they are separate. They are not same as this one, because this was all in one text box. These are two different text boxes. So what you can do here is that you can select both of them at the same time with the help of Shift key. I will press Shift on my keyboard, select this one, then I will select this one. Both of them will be selected at the same time. So in this way also you can do the text change, okay, like a font change option here. So I will select both of them, okay. Uh, and what I can else do here is that I can go here and select this one as well, okay. Shift this one and this and this. So with the Shift key, I have selected fresh, serves, time, all of them at once. Now, if I will change to any other font, so what will happen is that it will change all, like if I will change the font, it will change for all of these selected text. So if I will go to the Mediate Pro and just hover over here, so you can see it is showing me how the font will look like, okay. And here we have filters. If I go to the filter and click on it, it will show me different classifications here. So this is sans serif font. Sans serif font is what? The font without any kind of tail or without any like any kind of you know like a decoration. This is a serif which have the like decoration. Basically, serifs means decoration. So sans serif means without like decoration, without serif, and this serif means with serif, like with decoration. Then you have other fancy sort of fonts over here. Okay, script font, black letter, which is a Gothic font. Okay, so I will choose, and then we have different properties like if you want like classification font, do you want it to be a thin, okay, or low X height, okay, popular weight, or all these kind of things. So I can choose any one of this, and I can choose this one, and it will show me all the fonts which is related to this. Or I can press clear all, so I can get all the fonts here. Now, the fonts that I'm looking for is known as Oswald. So I will go here and I will type here Oswald, OS here. Oswald is now here. So I will choose Oswald Light. Okay. So I will just click on Oswald Light. They all will become Oswald Light. So that's how you can change a font at once. Now here, this one, let me move it a little down so it will be aligned with this. Or if you want a perfect alignment, you can select these two, okay, and align them. Sorry, you can go here, align them with the key object, and turn and make this one as a key object by clicking here. So you can see the blue border is around this object. Now, if I will press here, it will align vertically to this object and then center to this object. Okay, now it's perfectly aligned. Now let's also if you align it, so in the text this is counting it as like it as a space. So if you notice that, what I have to move it manually a little down, so now visually it is balanced. Okay, now uh, changing font. If I want to change a font, how I can change a font? Simple way. If your font is applied over here already, okay, uh, you can change it anytime. But let's change not the font right now. Let's change it to like let's change the size of the font. So let's take this fresh like strawberry and lemonade, select it to all, and then I can go over here and you can see I have 48. So I will select 48, but I don't want 48. I want it to be a much more bigger. I want it to be a 52. So what I will do, I will choose 48 or type 52 over here, or choose 48 and press this top button uh, 4 times, so it will become 52. Now it is 48. Now it is 52. But issue is that, as you know, this was area type tool, so it has moved it into it. It adjusted it according to the area that I had. So simple, what I can do here is that I can take this part here, increase the size from here, and then it will keep on moving to the new line. Now once it is done, I can double click over here, so it will become the area like point 2. So now it will not change how it was before. Okay, and once we are done with this one, let's do the same thing with the fresh. Take the fresh, okay, text here, and change the size of the fresh from this is the size of the fresh, you can see it is 54, something like that. I will change it to 48, much smaller. Okay, and if I will double click here, oops, sorry, though you don't have to double click it, just move it up, that's all. Okay, so now we have changed the font, we have changed the, you can say, the sizes. Now how we can change the color of the font? Just simple as you do with the objects, you can do same with the fonts. The fresh, if I will select here, let me change the color of the fresh, because black doesn't stand out on the maroon. So I want to change this black to maroon, sorry, to white. So I will select this black, go to the fill, and choose a white color font here. Okay, now it will become all white. So it is now like popping up, like popping out more from on the maroon. And uh, let's do the same thing to the strawberry. So I can go to the strawberry, but you will notice that I can change the color. It doesn't matter, like clearly I can go here in the fill. I can choose the maroon color here. Okay, so what it will do is that it will create a good combination, just like we have studied in our principle of design, that colors are really important and you have to balance out the color. So that's what we have done here. Now there is a very awkward, you can say, space between these two, which is distracting. It's quite distracting. There's too much space between strawberry and lemonade, and I don't want this to like this huge space between these two lines. So what I can do here is that if you go in the more option, okay, you have this leading. Now as I told you before, leading is what? It is the space between the lines. So right now it is 662 or something like that, which I believe is too much. So I will double click here to select the whole leading information and type here my own, like 52, and press enter. When I do that, you will notice that the space between these two letters are not same as it was before. Okay, so I can go and move it down a bit here. Okay, So let's do one thing here is that move it more down so it sits on this line. For now, later on we can move it wherever we want, but for now I'll put this here. Okay. Now here I have this brush and I have this ribbon. So I will select both of them. Now what we can do is that we can rotate this so it will look kind of a nice and natural uh, text, okay, and kind of a nice feeling it will give it to it. But before that, I will select the fresh text here, go to the more options and change it to all capitals, okay. But you will see that the size is, because it was an area type tool, so I have to double click here to convert this into a point tool, okay. I have to increase the size, then I have to do this, otherwise it will delete that part. Okay, now it is fine, but I have to align it back as I did it before because the size has been changed. So I will select this as a my key object, then horizontal alignment. Vertical is fine. Now keep them selected, and then what you can do is that if you go to this corner, you can easily rotate them just like this. So this is one way to do the to make it look nicer. And what I'm doing is that I'm trying to align it with the straw. So you can see the straw direction here, same direction I will keep it. So it will stay balanced. Okay. So try to look for the other objects on your screen and trying to balance with those objects so that you will not be like an issue. Now, we have formatted the text over here like point text, but we do have some of these paragraphs. So how we can do the formatting for the paragraph? So we all done with the point text, but now let's do formatting of these paragraphs. So I will go to this page, okay, zoom in, and I will take one of this and double click again, okay, or press Ctrl A to select all of it. So it will select from here to here because they both are the same thing, just a different thread. Okay. Now here I can go to my options in the paragraph, not in the character anymore. Before I was using this from the character, but now I will do some more option of the paragraph because this is a paragraph and we are doing paragraph changes. Okay. Now what I will do here is that I have one option here down, okay, and this is basically what it says space after the paragraph. Now whenever the paragraph ends, like suppose this paragraph ends here, this paragraph ends here, so we should have little bit space there so we can differentiate between paragraphs, because right now they all look like a one paragraph. So when I press enter, it directly goes here, but I don't want this same space as it have here. So I want to press enter and I want more space here. So for that, I will increase the space after the paragraph to something like 6. So you can see that it is moving the text and I'm having more space. Now this is different than the leading, because leading, what it works for each line, but this is working for paragraph. Paragraph is what, when you click on something, like suppose if I click over here and press enter, a new paragraph starts. So wherever the writer, whoever, like the author, whoever who have written this, wherever he have pressed enter, that was counted as a paragraph. And when I was changing the paragraph like space after the paragraph like value, so it was changing those value that were after the enter button, like these. Okay, so you can see that this is not changed because there is no enter after this. This is a one paragraph, but here as he pressed enter, so space is changed here. He pressed enter here, space is changing, like added here. Here, all these are not like a one paragraph. So whoever have written this, he always after each line he pressed enter, so it went to the new line. So this is how you can add space after, or if you want, there is a space before, but we are not working on space before. This is the space before. We are working on space after actually. Okay, so this is how you can add a space after here. And if you believe the font size is too big, you can press Ctrl A and you can change the font from 12 to 10. Okay, so it will look much better. It's better to keep font between 10 and 12, otherwise the text of the body text. Body text means like the one that you are going to read as a body part. Okay, like these are the body text, not heading. Okay, headings are different, body texts are different. So the body texts are now are basically 10, which is a good size. Otherwise, what will happen? It will become too huge and won't look good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do at this stage is I will now modify my text from here, from this page, the laminate strawberry. But I will use a tool over here inside Illustrator, which is called touch type tool. Now, touch type tool is a very interesting tool, but usually whenever you open your Adobe Illustrator, you don't see that. Okay, how to bring it? You have to click these three dots, and here you will see touch type tool. And once you will see the touch type tool, you just click it, drag it wherever you want. So I already dragged it and I have placed it inside here down. So I already have it, but if you don't have it, you just press these three dots here and you will get to these options. Take your touch type tool, drag it wherever you want. I prefer to drag it inside the type tool group, so it will be the part of the type tool because it is the part of type tool. So I will select this one. Okay, let me deselect and then select it again. Now what it do is that you can select a individual letter here. Suppose I want to work on M. Okay, before changing anything, let me move it a little bit up so I have much space. Now I can take this touch type tool, and now I want this. I want to just work on this M. I will click on the M, and you can see that it's giving me different kind of M's over here, which I don't want it. I will use my keyboard arrows and move it down to give something like of a little like funky look. Okay, and then I will take the N, and you will notice that I can change the size of it. Okay, or there is one small circle over here which will allow me to rotate this. So I will rotate a little bit, and when I'm rotating, you can see that other text are interacting with it. So I will just rotate it a little bit here. Okay, so it will create something like this, like an interesting sort of a heading. Okay, so if you want more, you can click here and you can add more space, or more you can say. Okay, now because I rotated it, there is a lot of space here. So how to work on this space? Simple. You can go back to your type tool, click between N and A, and once you do that, I can go back to my character tool here, more options. Okay, and here I have kerning. So if I reduce the kerning, so you can see that it is bringing the text closer to N. Okay, so this is the space between wherever you have clicked. Okay, so that's how you can work on it. So right now it is 60, minus 60, I can go to minus 100, or even low. Okay, I can type here minus 200. Let's see how big. Okay, that is too much. So minus 150. Minus 150, I think minus 130 is fine. So I will choose minus 130. So that looks good. Before it was a huge weird space. Now it is all balanced. Okay, and it's also look little like interesting. Now resizing and reshaping the type objects. Okay, now let's see how we can resize any one of these type options and how we can reshape them. And if we have a text, how we can convert this text in from one column just like this to two columns. Okay, so what I will do, I will deselect, uh, click anywhere outside. Okay, or the option or what you can do is that Control Shift A. If you press Control Shift A, everything will be deselected. Now I will go to File and Place again, and then I will choose my uh, L9 column text and click or place and press OK. This is another way of bringing a like a text, like it's another text which was saved there. Now what I will do here is that I'll just make a text area just in the middle of this part, okay, and leave my mouse. It will create something like this sort of text. Now what I want here is that I want to reduce the size of it, something like this, okay, but what or I think this is too small. Okay, this is fine, but you can see that there is a like the red box here that says that it's like text is overflown, there is something hidden here. But my goal is not that to make a new thread. My goal is to convert this single column to two columns. To do that, what I can do is that I can go to type tool here and then area type option. When I will go here, it will give me this whole option here. I can turn on my preview. Now I can convert this into two rows or two columns, but I'm not interested in rows. I'm interested in columns. So I will just click over here, convert this column from 1 to 2. As soon as I will do that, you will notice that the text is now, whatever was after this one is moved to a new column automatically. And that helped us to remove that red box because nothing is overflowing right now. I can increase the space between the column from here, okay, like from here. This is to a 0.25 in. So if I will do 0, so you can see there is no space here, okay, which I don't want actually. I can go back to my area type options, and instead of that, I will type here 0.25, okay, and turn on the preview to see, yes, it is done. So that's, you can do it. So I'll have now my text ready. So that's how you can convert from one single column to two columns. But how? But what if you want to change the uh, shape of the text box? So basically, this area type tool is what? The area type tool is a box. It's a shape. Okay, it's a box shape. Suppose I don't want the text to be inside a box shape. I want an interesting shape. So how I can put it inside an interesting shape? You can change the box. Okay, you can change this box to something else. And how you can do that? Select this text box. Okay, this text area. Go to your direct selection tool. Once you will go to direct selection tool, you will notice that now you can reshape it. And what I want here is that I will take this one, single click on it, and then you will see that this is turned into blue color. Rest are white. That means this is the one which is selected. I can move it with my mouse, but I wanted to move it in the straight line. So I will press shift and then I will move it so it will go in the straight line. Okay. Or what I can do here is that I can use my keyboard, but I will use my mouse. I will press shift and then I will move it, and you can see it is reshaping it. So I will reshape it just like this, so it won't disturb this lemon, and it will be it will give a nice space over here. And what I can do here on the top is that I can select this one and move it a little bit to the other side. Okay, and this one a little bit here. So this is how it is arranged. Okay, so this is now the way if you want to apply any sort, like if you want to reshape any text box that you already have. Now one more way, like one more thing you can do here is that, suppose I like this text, I like the format of this text, and if I type something else, if I want it to be exactly like this, I have to go here, check what is the font name, Okay, it's monstrous medium, size is 52, leading is this, and whatever like the setting is. So it will be a long process to like copy all this, write it on a paper, write the different text, and then like apply on it. The easier way to do is that, suppose let's write a text here, okay, and call it grilled. Okay, now this is a very small text, a different sort of a like the color is there, different font is there. So if I will select this one and also do one thing here, let's make it all small letters. So now this is all small letters also. If you notice, it's very small, uh, black colored, a different sort of font. But what I want is that I want it to look like these things. So what I can do, I can select this text, take my eyedropper, and I will select the text which I want to copy the style from, not from N, not from M. Otherwise, because these are like changed from the touch-up tool, so it will become like that. So I don't want to click on these. I want to click on the normal ones, like E, suppose. So as soon as I will click it, you will notice that it will become exactly like that. Okay, just simple as that. You can copy from any part. Now if you want, you can go and change the color. Suppose I don't want it to be red, I want it to be brown, so I can select the brown color and it's there. Okay, now what I can do here is that I can align this one by going to align tool here, align in the center, that's all. Okay, and let me move it up. Now next thing is that creating and applying text styles. Suppose this is what we have is like 2 pages. What if you have 500,000 of pages and you have created a good paragraph here, and the same style of the paragraph you want to apply on other paragraphs too. So I cannot go to each one of the paragraph and then take this one and click on any one of these, because this is for the point tool, not for the paragraph. Or and also it will take time to select all of them and click in here. The best way is to make a paragraph style, and that style can be applied anywhere you want. So here what I will do is that, suppose I like this body text, I like the font and everything, so I will select all of it. Okay, and I have like given 6 points, space like before, space after, whatever the space was there. So that also I want to take it. So I can select the whole thing, go to window, go to type, and here I have paragraph styles. As soon as I will go to the paragraph styles, I can here create a new style. And how I can create a new style? Just simply going here, clicking this button, okay, and it will create a paragraph style here. Once it will create a paragraph style over here, I can change the name of this one, okay, to whatever I want. Suppose double click on it, name it body, and that's it. Now this is recorded, okay, and suppose I want to apply this one to any other text, okay, any other text box. So what I can do is here is that I can just go to the next page, suppose, or like the previous page, take this one, and this one, when I click it, so it says this is a normal paragraph. I don't want the I don't want it to be a normal paragraph. I want it to be a body paragraph. Okay, and this one as well. So I will select both of them and click over here. As soon as I will click here, what will happen? They will become the one which is this. Exactly same thing it's following. The size of the font family, the line alignment and everything. But this, if you will notice that I have to increase the size downwards so that there is no overflow. Now it's fine. And a bit I will move it up so it is visually balanced. Okay, so this is like a very you can say a faster way to apply this. to the different paragraph. Okay, so this is what you can do with that. Now, another thing that we can do here is we can make headings. Okay, suppose if I will go to this previous page, okay, and then take the ingredients here and selected one. So once this is selected, what I can do here is that I can change the font size. Okay, suppose it is called like it's a regular font, but I don't want it to be a regular font. I want it to be uh, like basically a different sort of font. Okay, I will also change the font family as well, and also I will change the font uh, like a weight also, like a style also. Okay, so I will go here, and instead of Media Pro, I can choose here Montserrat. Okay, okay, and let's do one thing. Let's select all of it, Control A, and do the same thing here. MONT I will type, so I will get the all Montserrat fonts here. At this stage, what I want is that I want a regular one. Okay, Montserrat regular. But for the ingredient, because this is a heading, I will select this one. Instead of regular, I will change this to uh, medium. Okay, so or maybe semi-bold here. So I will choose semi-bold, so it will become a bolder. But like doesn't show too much bold. I will make it bold, normal bold. Okay, so it will become like a bold. Rest of it is regular. So once I will select this one, change it to my you can say like a bolder font. And next, what I can do here, I can go back in the paragraph style. Okay, it will make a new paragraph style, and I will change this to and call it bold text. So once it is bold text, so it will become what? It will become like a heading. So wherever I have headings, like suppose I have this directions here. So select the direction word, click on the bold text. So this will become heading. Okay. And then I can go to the other pages here. Like I have here uh, ingredients, bold text. Okay. Directions, bold text. And one more thing here, directions should be there. So I will try to reduce the size of this. So now it's there. Okay. So this is how you can make a heading for your text. Okay. And this heading can be applied on many areas. Okay. But here what we have is done is I just applied it over here. Okay. Now, if how it help us, how the paragraph style help us. Now, all of these headings are following what? They are following bold text. Now, later on, if you show this to your client and he says, okay, I like the, everything, but change all the heading fonts. Now, suppose you were working on 500 pages, and all those 500 pages, is it possible to change the heading? It will be very difficult for you because it will take a lot of time to change the headings of all the 500 pages. But if you have applied paragraph style to all the headings, so what you just have to do is that you have to double click on that your paragraph style here. Okay. And then it will load the paragraph style. Okay. And simple, you can go to your basic characters and all these settings and change. Suppose basic character format, mostly everything is inside the basic character format. I don't want this font to be a monster Montserrat font. I want this to be Oswald. So I will just type here Oswald. Okay. And I don't want it to be a bold, or I want it to be, no, I don't want it to be extra light. I want it to be a bold, or maybe there is medium. Yeah, medium is fine. Okay. Then size, I can change the size to 12. Okay. Case, I don't want it to be all small caps or normal. I want it to be all caps. And when I will do that, you can notice wherever I applied it, it's there. Here, here, okay, here. Clear, everyone? Now this is what you have to do when you are working on this one. Okay. Uh, just 1 minute, hold down. I have to do something here. Okay, so sorry about that. Now here I have applied everything. Okay, now this was paragraph style. Same thing we can do is the character styles. Okay, character styles is basically ideal for what? It is ideal for point text, because these were paragraphs. That's why we applied here the heading and everything on the paragraph styles. Okay, what if we don't have paragraph, we only have character styles? Okay, now the character styles is basically like, what if we don't we also have point text? So point text will not take anything from the paragraph styles, because point texts are not paragraphs, they are normal texts, single block of text. So I have to use character style for that purpose. Okay, so I will go to the character style, and let's do something just like, go here, serves. I will select the serves, the whole thing here. Okay, and then I can go back here and change the serves text from light, Oswald light, to maybe different Oswald. Okay, Oswald, and maybe medium. Okay, or regular. So I will choose Oswald regular there. Okay, apart from that, everything I will keep it as it is. Now what I will do here is that I will go in the color, change it to maroon. Okay, that's one thing I have done. Okay, and once I'm done here, what I can do, I can go to the character style, not the paragraph style, because paragraph is for paragraph. This is what? This is point text. Okay, because we click one time on the screen to create to create it. Now inside the create new style, I will press. Okay, and when I will press, it will give me this option, and now I can change this one. Okay, and you can write here something like a point heading. Maybe this is a point heading. Okay, and enter. That's all. Now wherever you want this, you can select, like suppose time. I will click and it will apply it. So it will save a lot of time. Okay, so this is how you can apply different kind of like options over here. But in case you don't want this maroon color, you can simply double click it here. Okay, you can edit the character style. You can go back to the like basic character format. You can choose any font you want. Okay, you can go to character color, change to any other color. Instead of maroon, I can go here and choose the black color. Okay, or just like here, and press OK, and it will become black. So easily you can change the these text. Now let's go to the next page and see here one thing. Okay, let me move this one a little bit on the top here. Okay, and you will notice that I have here this logo, which is, let me move this one up as well. Now, this logo is kind of, distracting right now. Or let me do one thing, select both of them, move them down so that they won't look bad, and move this logo also down here somewhere. On purpose, I moved this logo down. But issue is that this logo is kind of distracting. Why? Because it is overlapping with the text, which is not right. So there is an option inside Illustrator, which is called warp tool, text warp tool. Okay. So, or text wrap tool. So you select any object and wrap the text around it. Suppose this logo. So how it works? First of all, it have to be in front of the text. To get anything in front of anything, you have to right click on it, arrange. If you want to send it to back, you can send it to back. If you want to bring it into front, you can just go and bring it to front. Now this is in front of the whole text. Now, once you are sure this is in front of all the text, what you need to do is that you have to go to the object, text wrap you have to use. Text wrap and make it text wrap. So once you will make it text wrap, just click on make. So it will become a text wrap. And you can see that you have all this option here, and you can see that it's all now moving around it. So what you can do next is that if you want to change some options, you can go to objects, text wrap, and if you want to release this or make it normal, you have to just press release. Otherwise, if you want to change some options, go to text wrap options. Now turn on preview so you can see what is changing. You can reduce this space or you can increase the space. Okay, so I want to increase the space, but I think 20 was fine, so I will keep it 20 and press OK. Now let me move it a little bit on the right side so that text will be pushed. Because don't keep the text just like this. It looks it's not readable, because when you start reading there is a huge gap here which doesn't look good. So it's better to move it, okay, to something like your text just like that. So it will be easy for you to read, and it is creating a very nice proximity. So if you remember in the principle of design, we studied about the proximity. So this proximity is clearly helping you, okay, and it's creating a very good design here. So this is the text wrapping. Other than text wrapping, we have an option which is called text warping. So let's see how to do a text warping. For a text warping, let's create another text under the grill. So what I will do here is that simple. I will take this grilled option and press Alt on my keyboard to make a copy and drag it down. So a copy of this text will be created. Now I will just change this one from grilled to rainbow trouts. And once I will change this one, I will align it to the center. Okay, and what I want else is that I don't want it to be same font. I don't want this to be monster and medium. So I will go here and I will change it to Oswald light. Okay, so I will just type here Oswald, choose light, and size maybe a little bigger, 84. Okay, and again I have to align it because whenever you change this font, it usually move around because of the font difference. Now if I will change it to rainbow trouts, okay, let me close this. You have this text, but there is no interest in the text. There is no attraction in the text. So there is an option here called text warp. Warp reshapes your text according to given some templates. Okay, so I will select this rainbow trouts here, and after that I will go to object, then I will go to the envelope distort, and then I have here make with warp. So if I will choose make with warp, it will give me some sort of this option. And you can see I have here preview button, and you can see I have here options. Okay, so I can choose different kind of warps around here. You can see many different options are there. So I will choose here the arc upper. The value I can type here 15 minus 15. So it will go down here just like this, or upwards here. Okay, so it will give you different sort of result. It will be arcing it, like making an arc, okay, with the value that you're giving. And separately you can change only vertical, horizontal, so only horizontal will change. Okay, or maybe if I don't want horizontal, maybe I can change the vertical, so only vertical will change. Okay, but I will keep this value that I have given here, and horizontal, not vertical, and I will press OK. Now once you will apply this, what if you want to change what you have applied here? Maybe I don't like this warp. Simply you can go inside your properties. On the top you will see your edit, okay, and edit envelope. Edit envelope allow you to move these points separately. If you see, it has created these points. You double click this point. Oops, sorry, not double click. You have to go to direct selection tool, okay, and you can select on these points. Okay, direct selection tool, you can choose these points and you can move them around, and just click one time, click single click, and then you can move around, and then they will change the shape. And handles you also have. Other than that, if you select your text with the normal selection tool and click here and the edit content, what it will do is that it will give you this option here down, envelope options. If you click on it, it will take you to different other options here. Okay, and you can change to whatever you want. Other than that, if you will go to edit envelope, so in the edit envelope, it will give you option here, warp options. So if you click on the warp options, it will take you it will take you back to where you were before, and you can change something else. Maybe I don't want it arc upper, I want arc lower, and I don't want a very high value, I want a little bit lower value, like -12, and I will press OK. That's else what you can do here. Okay, and once this is done, just you can do one thing here, is that this is, I cannot apply any more effect on it because it has become an image, like, sorry, it is a text already. I have to convert this into a shape. To convert this into a shape, the best way to do is that you have to go to edit. Don't apply right away on this one. Don't convert this original. Make a copy of it then. So I will go to edit, copy. So I have copied this. Now what I will do here is that I will hide it. Okay. To hide it, what I can do is that I can go to my object, hide selection. So it will be hidden. Okay. But if you remember, I copied it before hiding. So I can go into edit, paste in place. From where I copied, I want to paste it there. So now what is pasted? This is the copy paste. Now I want to convert this into a shape, because if you will see, I can double click, I can reach, I can type it, or whatever I have to, I can do like do changes here. But once it is a shape, then you can reshape it or do some more other stuff on it, but you cannot retype, or like you cannot change the font. That's why I created a copy of it, so I can unhide the copy at any time and change that. So simple, what I need to do, I have to go to the object, okay, and sorry, type, and then I have to go to create outline. So now this has become an outline, but still you can see the shape is not changed the way I want it. So I have to go to object and expand appearance, okay, or just simply go to type, okay, and do that. But I think it's fine now, okay. And once the expand appearance is done, I will go again to the object, then expand, and it will give me some option. Just press OK, and then it will be all done. So normally it is it's there. Okay, so if you have a class, because this is the last part, I'm done basically. So maybe like only the last part is remaining, is to add a text over a path. Okay, so I'll just quickly finish this and then it will be done. So I will take a text, and here you can see there is a path. Okay, path can be created with the pen tool that and we created a path in the last classes. So I will go to any path. Path is what is open line, not a shape. I can click on the path. You can see that when I go take my text tool and go over the path, I can click and it will give me something like a text over it. So I can write over the text as I want it. Okay, and I can change to whatever I want. But this one is taking the same like paragraph which I used last time. So I have to go to the window, type paragraph styles, and choose the normal. Okay, and then what I can do here is that I can type whatever I want, like good for you or something like that. Okay, and then I can select all of it and go to character style and point heading. I can make it as a point heading. Okay, and all capitals if I want it to be all capitals. Then simply, because it's a paragraph, so I can have to go to the paragraph here. Okay, so I can choose any one of this is good. Okay, and you can change the size of it, and if you want you can select your normal selection tool, so you will see these lines can move your text just like this. Okay, so this is how you work with the text, and I can take these two and I can press Alt key to move them here, and I can create a copy of this basically on this side. Okay, so this is basically how we actually work on our like text, formatting it, changing to like different styles, working on the path and all those things. So I hope everything is clear. Any questions so far? The whole thing is clear. Do you have any question, anyone? Okay, so next class we will move to the another part. Okay, so take care and have a nice weekend, and we'll meet on Monday. Okay, so take care, everyone.
Take care, Professor.
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you.